Usai made a mess, G5 by the jet. I'm about to catch, I double the bed. I'm in the stretch from south to the west. Boys the best, get home with a check. He done fucked up, put some dough on his head. Came in, I done left the nut on the list. When it catch up like a motherfucking tread. Nigga fucked up tryna hide the pie. Drum on the stick on the side of switch. Call up a little pretty vibe. Pull up and let her massage the dick. All that you knew ride, we whipping and swerving all kind of shit. Whipping and running, my little niggas pulling up gun and they hear what they trying to hear. I started running, we shooting right spot in their stomachs and leave them inside. Ain't nothing funny when you got a bread on the.
Hey, I'm finna have to go here in a minute. I know my folk be tripping.
Ain't twin, you about to dip already? Nah, I feel you done finna slide too. These fucking ain't even popping it for real.
Yeah, the longest good shop with bone cracks.
Boy, you keep cutting it awfully close to your curfew.
Yeah, I know, my bad. That's my last time.
That's all right, but just before I went to sleep, I wanted to show you they got you in the newspaper again. I talked to Darnell, he say, that boy good. I told him I can't be no more proud of my grandson. But look at here, he still can't whoop me.
My name is Jaquez Hines, but I go by Quez for short. And I'm a 5-star receiver out here in Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, that sounds good and everything, but let me give y'all the breakdown of my story. Alright, so look, I grew up with my mom who was working a pretty good job and made a decent income, providing an easy life for her kids, which was me and my brother. His name is Darius, and we was actually pretty well-behaved kids growing up. And while I chose football, he chose to become a rapper, but we gonna get into that later. But like I said, everything was smooth for us. Up until my mom got real sick to the point where she was basically living in the hospital. Now, of course, this was devastating, especially for me and my brother. Her getting sick took a toll on everything, to be honest. Money started running thin, and around this time is when we had to move in with our grandparents. But while it was hard for me, I did not let it slow me down at all. I was still showing up to workout, showing up to practice, but most importantly, I was still out there dominating on that field every Friday night. I mean, yeah, it sucked that all this happened during my senior year, but at the end of the day, I had a goal in mind and I refused to let anything get in the way of me reaching it. Man, I had all the offers any high school kid could dream of from the most prestigious programs. So from the football point of view, everything was going uphill. But even when I was off the field, I was still focused. I mean, part of going to a great D1 program is academics. And I was able to maintain a 4.0 GPA throughout all 4 years of high school, making sure that on paper, I look like the perfect candidate for any school that's interested. And outside of school, I made sure to get myself a little job so I could stay occupied and stay out the way. And also, as y'all know, my mom can't work, so I wanted to be able to take care of myself too. Now, for my brother, on the other hand, he had been graduated and decided to take his rap career serious. And I ain't gonna lie, the music was hard. He was starting to get noticed, and he even ended up signing to a label. But with our mom going down sick, and him being the oldest, he felt like it was his turn to provide for the family. And that label wasn't paying him enough. Well, at least not to him. So while he was trying to grow his name as a bigger artist, and hopefully start to make more bread, he found other ways to make money faster in the meantime. This is when everything went downhill, man. He got knee deep into the streets doing stuff he ain't had no business doing. Fast forward to senior night, the last home game in the regular season. And man, I was full of emotion because my high school career is slowly coming to an end, but mainly because my mom wasn't going to be able to be in the crowd watching me. But regardless, man, I went out there and put on a clinic, breaking off for huge receptions, scoring touchdowns, man, doing anything I had to do to get our team the dub. And after having another outstanding game and getting a huge win with the team, we decided to go out and celebrate. It was me, a few of the teammates, and my brother pulled up too. He was just doing what any good big brother would do and celebrated my success with me. And while everybody enjoying themselves, having a great night, things quickly took a drastic turn. See, being in the streets come with repercussions. While we was in a party, some dude came up to my brother claiming that he be selling on his territory. Well, things escalated pretty quick, and while they was fighting, my brother dropped something. He had a gun, and when it hit the ground, it went off. Now, luckily, it didn't hit nobody, but everybody took off running, and of course, somebody called the police. And when they showed up, they found my brother's backpack that he tried to ditch before he took off. But he made the dumb mistake of leaving his ID in there. And along with his ID was wads of money, which raised suspicion. And later that night, not only did they call my brother, but they called me in there for questioning too. Apparently, after speaking to a few people that was at the party, they told the cops that when the gun fell, it was in our area. And it was unregistered, so the feds didn't know who it belonged to. But the whole time I did. Now, of course, they let me go that same night since I wasn't convicted of anything, but they told me that if I knew something, then I better tell the truth. And the investigation was still going. So then I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, because it's either I lie to protect my brother, but I end up losing all my scholarships, or I tell the truth, go off to college, but that would mean me snitching on my blood brother. So I ain't know what to do, but they was not giving me a break. A few days after the incident, one of my teammates that was at the party hit me up, and he said the cops been breathing down his neck too, and he was tired of it. And that's when he told me that he had a video of what happened, which would also show whose gun it was. And he left me with the ultimatum to either tell the cops myself, or he would show them the video so they could leave him alone. But if he did that, then I might lose all my scholarships and a chance to go to college. So I had to make a decision, and I had to make one quick.
Your eyes never lie, even if they tell.
Police, open up. I'm here for Darius Hines.
Man, to this day, I don't know how they figured it out. Because I had made my mind up and decided to not say nothing and take that risk. And after I questioned my teammate, he said he didn't say a word either. So as y'all could guess, man, I was in complete shock. So now my brother's in jail, mom's in the hospital, and yeah, I still have to make the biggest decision of my career. And it feels like I'm doing it all alone. Y'all see it, man. After doing some hard thinking, your boy ended up committing to South Carolina. And I decided to go here because I still wanted to stay close to home while playing for a good school in the best conference. This way I can grow my brand, and I'll still be able to visit my mom and pay some visits to my brother. But I know y'all ready to watch me dominate, man, so let's get into this season. Yes, sir, man. Your boy's first tunnel walk. Got a lot of nerves coming into this one, but the good kind. You know I'm finna come in here and dominate, man. The environment is crazy, man. A big step from high school. I mean, of course, but everybody going wild, man. All these fans. Yeah, bro, I can't wait. And as y'all can see, man, the first game of the season, we're up against the University of Miami. Right off the back, man, first play of our first drive, I'm gonna fade out to the left. He gonna deliver a pass my way, and I just barely get that first down. Score is 10-10 in the second quarter, and he gonna have to put this one in the air, man. But instead, he throws it straight to the defense, and they get an interception. Going back to the first play of this game again, fading out to the left, the DB gonna get the best of me on this one. 50 seconds left into the half. I got one reception for 10 yards, but I'm trying to change that, catching the pass in the middle for a decent game. Very next play, I got an option to make this a comeback or an out route. Y'all see what I went with, but it didn't really work. Third quarter, we up a touchdown with the score being 17-10. QB go my way on the screen, and I get us a gain of 9 yards. Not gonna lie, man, I was starting to get a little frustrated because I'm used to dominating every DB, but this is the second time. Another screen play, QB gonna shoot it my way again. This time I try to get loose, juking one defender before being brought down at the 30. Moving down that field slowly but surely. I got an in route, he gonna throw a dot for 14 yards. Catching the defense, not paying attention, man. He gonna try to press, but that's the wrong decision. I get behind him, the QB gonna lob up a dime, and I'll make my way to the end zone for my first collegiate touchdown, man.
touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
Up 2 touchdowns already, and we right back in the red zone. On the 3rd and 4, he gonna deliver a dot my way for that first down. So we end up taking that win, man, with the final score being 17-27 over the 8th ranked team in the nation. My thoughts after this first game, man, is that I absolutely love it here. Crowd is lit, man. We playing some good competition. Coach is getting me involved with 111 receiving yards off of 8 catches and a touchdown. Second game of the season is another home game, but it's a rainy one against FCS East. Starting the game off with a screen pass, and I do not get much out of this one, only 8 yards before being pushed out of bounds. A few plays later, and he had me wide open, man. He just had to lob it, but instead it gets deflected. Second drive, and we up 7-0. I got a deep slant. He gonna find me across the middle for a good gain of 18 yards. Second and 8 and off a screen pass. This one going nowhere. Started the second quarter, we up 14-0. I'm cutting across the defense on the 3rd down, but I do not get enough to get that first. Going right back to the screen pass, man, but I'm finally able to get over 10 yards, bringing this one up to the 35 before being pushed out of bounds. 2nd and 10, fading out to the left, man. He take a little bit too long getting that out to me, giving time for the defense to recover. 2nd and 10, I'm headed up the left side of the field again. He gonna deliver a dot my way this time, getting us that first down and a little bit more. Trying to add on to that lead, man. I got a deep slant, and I definitely did call for this one. He threw it my way, which wound up intercepted. 3rd quarter, and the score is still 14-0. I'm fading out to the right, bring it upfield, juke the defense before getting us some extra yards. Supposed to be a slant, but man, I cut it upfield. I was way too open, and I pick up a decent gain. 4th quarter, we up 24-6. I make a cut inside, break out of 1 tackle before being brought down for a short gain. And once again, man, we're going to come out with the dub. The final score being 31-6. Now I had some pretty good contribution to the game with 100 receiving yards off 11 catches, averaging 9 yards per catch. Starting off the season strong, man. We 2-0, but now we going up against another ranked team, which as y'all can see is Indiana. So this should be a good one. Y'all can't lie, man. That all white look crispy. That ain't the point, man. First play of the game, I got an in route for a gain of 12. 2nd and 10, we got a comeback route. QB throwing the easy pass for a gain of 9. We get on the board first and take the lead with the score being 7-0 as I grab another quick reception. 2nd quarter now, and the score is 14-7. Cooking Indiana on these in routes, and we're going to keep it going. Right back at it, another in route, another completion for a gain of 14.
Got it in the middle, it's high.
3rd and 4 in the red zone. I'm trying to get my 2nd touchdown of the season. And while I do get close, I don't get enough. Coming back from halftime, we're still up 1 touchdown with the score being 21-14. We gonna pass it out to the left. Only one person to beat, which is the safety, and I probably would have got more if I didn't try to hurdle. But nevertheless, still a big play. Defense doing their thing, and now we're up 2 touchdowns. I don't know how this happened, but I bring it in the catch for a decent game. Open on the left side of the field, the QB gonna go my way for a gain of 13. Still trying to grab the 2nd touchdown in my season. Now I'm wide open on the left side of the field. QB gonna look my way for my 2nd touchdown, man.
No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The score is now 35-21. QB gonna find me in the middle, and I take this up for a huge gain, getting one defender off me before being brought down close to that 30.
Down after a huge completion.
And I ain't gonna lie, man, I wasn't expecting this at all, but they give me the handoff. I'm looking for somebody to pass it to. I had one in the back of the end zone. I went with the safe option. We end up getting 3 points out of that drive, making it 38-21. I grab another reception for 9 yards. South Carolina comes out on top with another win, with the final score being 45-21. I might have just had the game of the year off a whopping 197 yards for 13 catches and a touchdown. Right back on the home turf, man. It's a rainy day, and we got a real test as we are facing off against Texas, our biggest test of the year so far. We get stalled our first drive, and Texas goes up 3. My first reception comes off of this comeback route. Now the 2nd and inches, they're going to go right back to me again, grabbing us that first down. Faking into the inside, cutting back outside. He going to deliver a dot my way. And I don't know about y'all, but I see a whole lot of green grass. Taking off for a huge gain, being brought down by the 20. We got all the momentum in the world after that play, looking to get a touchdown, and Bro, he gonna throw a mean interception off of my comeback route, putting an end to all the momentum we just had.
And a big return.
They go up 10-0 as I bring in another reception off a deep end route.
A strike downfield.
And even after that interception, man, I'm still full of energy and I feel good on the field.
And they are threatening on first down.
DB must not know the name, man. He gonna try to press me off the line, and that does not work. QB finally throws a lob, and I get into that end zone, man. What a good catch.
Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated.
Just so y'all know, man, I'm not cheating y'all. We playing on Heisman difficulty. Don't be in the comments hating, man. I'm just cold like that. Score is now 17-7. They go down and score 2, but I get another reception off a comeback.
Got a man.
Trying to get on that board before it get out of hand, man. They gonna leave me open on the street. Lenore Sellers actually throwing downs today, and I get us another big game.
Bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy already has it.
I'm getting cheated by the refs, man. I'm right there in the end zone. Could have sworn I had my feet in bounds, but they did not call a touchdown. Third quarter now, man, and we getting demolished. Score is now 31-10. I got another reception, but I mean, don't really mean much. Cutting upfield, I got an out route. He gonna go my way again, and I bring in another big reception.
Makes a connection. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds.
Down there in the red zone, man, the QB got an easy pass. Connects with me for my second touchdown of the game. Going crazy against Texas.
Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That was the last of our highlights, man. Texas will go on to give us our first L of the season with the final score being 31-17. As y'all seen, your boy was showing out today. I feel like I played better against better competition. I finished this one with 11 receptions for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Let's get back to being.
Game 5 of the season, and when y'all see that Go Big Blue, y'all already know who we're going up against. Just in case you don't, man, we up against Kentucky. And this was actually one of my options of schools I would go to. But let's see if we can bounce back after taking that tough loss.
Joined here in the booth by a couple of legends.
Back-to-back rained out game. I'm telling y'all that because he threw a beautiful pass, but it slipped straight through my fingers. 3rd and 12, and it looks like we a little shaken up from last week's loss as the QB oversells me. Neither of us score, and I'm supposed to go with a streak, but I fade into the inside. He gonna throw a dot my way. I bring this one in for a huge game.
Some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often.
Lined up with nobody in front of me, I audible myself to a post. Should have been a big play, but he throws a horrible pass.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big time.
At least we get on the board, taking the lead with the score being 3-0. I got a comeback route, and this gonna slip through my fingers too. Beating that DB off the line, I got an in route. He gonna go my way, and I bring this one in for a decent game. Trying it again, man. I got another comeback route. He gonna throw a dot my way, and I bring this one in finally.
Makes the catch. It's high.
Right there in the red zone. It should be an easy completion, but it slipped through my hands again. And for a second time, man, the rain in Kentucky must be different. 3rd quarter, and we're up 10-0. I'm open, fading out to the left, but what are these passes he's throwing? Yeah, man, the offense is really struggling this game. As y'all can see, he goes my way again, but that pass slips through my fingers. Going right back at it, man. I got another in route, and this one I'm able to bring in. Marching down that field, and I got a post. Finally, he gonna deliver a dot my way for a touchdown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job.
4th quarter, defense doing their thing, and the score is 17-3. I got a jet sweep, trying to give me some wiggle room, but I can only get 5 yards out of this one. Very next play, I got a comeback route on the 3rd and 6, making sure I bring this one in so we can get that first down. 3rd and 3, all we need is that first, but we're going to go for more. Delivering the pass my way, getting us inside that red zone. And despite us having a bad offensive showcase, we still come out on top with the score being 24-3. Like I said earlier, man, we lucky our defense was doing their thing. Y'all seen I dropped way too many passes. It got to be something about this rain, man. But despite me having a rough game, I still finished with 111 receiving yards off of 7 catches and 1 touchdown.
So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football.
But this right here is where I'll be ending the video at. And let me know if y'all enjoyed the first ever episode of College Football 26. If y'all stayed this far, man, I appreciate it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, man, I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace.
Money, huddle, gotta, cuddle, ladder, order, dollars, quarters, wrist, water, reach, water.